Let it go?
Hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, you're good.
There you go. We're live?
Huh?
Are we live?
You're live.
There you
Let
go.
me just, let me get it moved out.
Moses,
Hey,
you told
brother.
me about
How are you, man?
my barber last time. He did a shitty job this
No
time.
way, dude. I was gonna tell you that you did it again.
He
And
did a shitty job this time.
no way. What do
Yeah,
you
bro,
mean?
Look, he cut it this way. Oh,
Bro, it looks cool.
looks shit.
Is the same as always, or this time it's a
Yeah,
different
but I
guy?
think he was sick or he was a little tired, so I didn't really do a good job. I'm like, Moses, you fucking jinxed me this time.
Bro, I sent you bad vibes. My bad. Nos vemos.
No, you'll get it. I always wanted to do a podcast. You get on it?
Well, you know what? Those stories take they need like 3 hours.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to send me the link to my computer.
So you gotta hook up to here, no?
But last time we didn't use it actually. Just with the link you sent me, it works.
That's why I was asking you, do you need to
I think it's a cool idea. I think it's a cool idea. Bruce. Yeah. It's a cool idea. I was doing it. It's a great idea. But there's like, I'm not equipped.
It's not working.
I don't have
There you
the
go.
resources.
Okay.
I don't have- Oh, where you go? What did he say?
I was gonna say, it's better that you make that decision when you want to do something that could potentially really.
Right, yeah, the opportunity cost doesn't make sense. Like, well, what else can you do in the spirit?
All right. Almost there. Are you connected to the Wi-Fi? It's no charging. It's no loading in my computer. There you go. There you go, perfect. Awesome.
Able to control it now?
Yes. See? Gotta go share my screen. I'm sharing my screen now.
So you don't need me to do anything with this?
No?
And that's what they're seeing on the screen?
Yeah. And now they're using the camera. There you go.
Then here's
Awesome.
the mic in case you want to throw it to anyone.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you guys for being here. We were talking. A few minutes. Guys, thank you very much for being here. We're here again, another week. How's the week going for you guys? How was the last week? Good? Awesome, bros.
Big thumbs up.
Mine
Yes.
was crazy.
Yeah?
I was in negotiation with the manufacturers to change the payment term,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just very stressful because my production was done, so they made a mistake. And anyways, it was successful. So
Mm.
we have a payment term with them, longer payment term, which divided the payments.
Fire. But you-
You have terms with the Chinese manufacturer?
From China?
Mm.
From China?
That's good.
Yeah. that's
So
the
they
basic-
ship without payment and then you pay, or?
You divide it into, so in the beginning it was 30% in
Yeah.
production, pre-production, so you pay and then you start production, and then 40% after the production is done, and then it was 30% 45 days after shipment, and now we're negotiating again. We want to do 120 days after shipment, but we want to do like 60%, 120 days after shipment.
They must be slow over there.
Huh?
They must be slow to get those kinds of terms, because those are really good terms.
Oh, it's very difficult to do because
Oh yeah, those shirts are smaller.
it requires a lot of pressure, relationship. They have to trust you, and then you have to
Yeah.
actually show them that you've been selling. So
No
they
son tan cómodas.
can, you know,
Sí.
because you know nobody has $100,000 to put the purchase on
Much better.
order.
Yeah.
So people like to divide the 100 into 30, 40. So that was successful. So it took
Awesome. I'm happy to hear that it was successful again. Stressful but successful. That's good.
Yeah, I had a lot of success.
That's good. That's good. Well, we were talking a few minutes before starting the class.
Yes.
Hello, hello, hola, hola.
You're welcome.
Welcome.
No, canta el otro muchacho, no, parece que se fue.
Carlos.
No, él es cubano.
Ah, creo que se fue.
Sí,
Sí, sí.
We were talking about the personal branding.
Yeah. Do you mind asking again so everybody can hear?
Yes. I'm trying to know the structure of building personal branding and how can you, what steps, how can you start, and how can you, what things to focus on while building that personal branding. This way you can put exactly the time that's needed to, build that social media page, Instagram, for example. In my case, I would like to build a social media page, Instagram, and then go to the YouTube, of course.
Okay, thank you. So the question is basically how to start a personal brand in social media.
Yes.
What are the steps? That's a pretty good question. Well, we have developed it into different steps, not only for a personal brand, for any type of brand that wants to start making content. It could be personal brand or product brands. It works almost the same in the beginning. So the first thing that you have to do for sure is to understand who you're talking to. Because let's say that you already know what do you want to talk about. Once you know what do you want to talk about, you have to find who you're gonna talk to. Are you gonna talk to people in their 20s? Are you gonna talk to people in their 40s, in their 50s, in their 30s? Because it all depends then in the words that you use and how you do it and who is your inspiration. So once you know what you want to talk about and then who you're gonna talk about, who's your avatar, You're gonna the third step will be finding people that is already doing similar things to what you want to do. So you can know, okay, they're talking about these people like this, they don't like X. So now I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna do my own thing. So I'm gonna grab what works. I'm gonna find like what are the topics that people want to hear, but I'm gonna make it better. I'm gonna do mine. So that's basically what we have done. For example, with the personal brand that we are doing for Carlos Alvarez. Carlos Alvarez has done everything through Wizards of Ecom. But in the last few months, we started a personal brand, like an experiment or project, which was Real Carlos Alvarez. That's what we did. What we wanted to talk was motivation and business. Who we wanted to talk was people 30s up, motivational stuff and business stuff. So that's basically what we have done. And after that, you have to write your first 30 videos, your first videos. Just decide an amount. It could be 10, it could be 2, it could be 5. I recommend do a whole month. Do a whole month because you're going all in. But you're gonna start with 20. So let's say that you're gonna start with 20. Find and write your first 20 videos. And that's like the step that you have to take to say, this is real, I'm gonna do this. So write the first 30 videos, find hooks that are good, find topics that people are talking about, and do different styles. So one style like, do you know of that banner style comparison? You can do this or you can do X. You know, like comparison, giving interesting information, and I always think about how can I teach something at the same time that I'm making them entertain, that I'm making them have a good time. Because if they're not having a good time watching your video, it's so easy. It takes less than a second to use scroll. So after you write your videos, shoot them. Shoot them. A lot of people start just by say one TikTok daily, but every day you go and record. So people do that, but that doesn't really work because you don't have an order. You don't have a system that you can follow. So what happens when you don't have a system and it's everything empiric is that maybe a video is good, but then the next one is really bad. So we want to make a lot of good videos. So at this point, shoot the videos, record them, then edit them, and then have 15 videos ready and start posting. Through the day that you start posting to the day that you finish posting the other day, the last video, you should have already recorded, edited the next videos. And that's how you start a system to create content. Almost, it's not automatically, it's not in autopilot. You have to put a lot of work, but you are organized. So you say, okay, this week I'm gonna do research. What is people talking about? Next week I'm gonna write. Next week I'm gonna record. Next week I'm gonna edit, or you hire an editor, which is better. And then I'm gonna post. So that's basically the system that we have followed, and we have found very good results. You have seen the account, right? You've seen what we have done? Let me show you an example. So this is basically what. And then don't stop with one platform. Just go to all platforms that you can, and just keep going. Right now we're starting other brands that they're looking really, really cool as well. And I'm super excited for the projects that we have coming up. But this is the thing, like since the moment that we started, 75 posts. So we started like 2-3 months ago. First month, only 20 videos. Second month, only 20 videos. And then we're doing 1 video a day. And now we want to start doing 2 videos a day. So 60 videos a month. And it's all thanks to the system that we have developed. Research, write, shoot, record, post. I think that the hardest thing is the beginning. But yeah, as you see, like it's just doing every day, it's recording. People say, oh, I have to change my shirt. I think Carlos has the same shirt in all videos. You know, like it doesn't even matter if you're using the same shirt or not. And that shirt, I don't know, in case someone don't understand my accent. But yeah, you see, it's posting every day. Posting every day.
How long each post?
I can show an example. Each of them is around 30 seconds to 1 minute. At the beginning, we were doing shorter videos because we were looking for virality. And that's how we got videos with 900,000 views, 500,000 views. In TikTok, even more. And I'm telling you guys, like, people search for this, but like, just to tell you that the process is just research, write, record, edit, post. That's it. You can do it. Everybody can do it. That's it. That's it. That's it. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's not that easy. Like, when you're gonna write, you have to study writing. Like, I've done a lot of courses about how to improve in copywriting, how to hook people, and then like keep them watching the video, retention. So you don't. People say, oh, put a hook in the beginning of your video. You have heard that before, right? But who have research, write, record, edit, and post. But the writing part, I would say, is the most important thing, and the one you have to take care more and pay more attention to that.
The right?
The writing, yeah.
Can you do ChatGPT writing?
No, I mean, you can. It's not gonna be the best. It's not gonna be the same. Like, I don't write in English. Like, I write in English, but my English is not perfect, right? So I do ChatGPT to like correct or like use better words, of course. But I mean, and I don't write our videos. We have someone in the team that also like writes. But even if you ask ChatGPT, you need to have knowledge in what are good hooks, what type of hooks are you doing? Because ChatGPT knows how to write, but he doesn't know what you're looking for. So even though if you're ChatGPT, you have to be very well, you have to explain very well how you want the videos to be written. Because a lot of people say, use one hook at the beginning of your video to make a good video, right? I think everybody have heard that, use one hook. But who have heard that you have to use multiple hooks throughout your video? The rehook. So you have to put 3, 4, 5 hooks in your video. I'm constantly putting more hooks in the video so people keep watching. So that means like you have to set up an idea and then you have to pay off the idea. It means it's like, I'm gonna tell you about X and then you tell them X. But as soon as you tell them X, curiosity breaks. So they're not gonna be curious anymore. So as soon as you say, or before you say X, you have to set up B. So people keep watching until you get B. You know, so that's what I mean by the writing. If you ask ChatGPT to do it, he's just gonna do something linear. He's gonna put a generic hook unless you really have a very good input and you do that. So you can use it, leverage ChatGPT, but don't rely on ChatGPT because then your videos are not going to perform as you want. So in TikTok, it was even better. TikTok, the same amount of time, like, I don't know, like 3 months, something like that. 1 million, 3 million. This video was super simple. I'm pretty sure that you've seen it before. This one is 1 million, 1.5 million.
How long?
In TikTok, 1.5 million.
¿En cuánto tiempo?
Like
6 months?
no. The whole account has. The whole account have like 6 months. Like no, like 3-4 months. La cuenta tiene 4 meses. Este video se publicó en junio, pero llegó al 1 millón de vistas como a las 2 semanas. Like in 2 weeks. Sorry. Yeah, so this video was posted in June and it got to like 1 million views in like 2 weeks or something like that. And then it slowed down a little bit, and now since the month it has grown a little bit more and a little bit more.
And how many followers?
In 3 months, 3-4 months, 16,000 followers and 563,000 likes. All organic. We haven't paid $1 in ads. All organic. And it's through the system that I just mentioned you guys.
That's TikTok.
This is TikTok. This is Instagram.
Instagram, how many followers?
13,000.
And Moses, do you have your own page?
I mean, my own page, the one that I'm working, it's the YouTube.
Right.
which I'm spending a lot of time on this, which is way more painful than doing Instagram or TikTok, because these videos, like each video is like a week of work. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. These are way more produced videos. This is way harder to do. Communication with the editor, finding B-roll, stories. If you have to do 3 hooks in a short, you have to do 20 hooks in each video of this, because why will someone?
It's a different type of audience.
It's a different type of audience. And why will someone rather look at your video for 30 minutes instead of watching their favorite series in Netflix? You know, this is our competitors when we're doing this.
Why did you choose YouTube instead of Instagram?
Well, when you answer that question, I'm curious to, because I'm seeing, what is it, 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
That seems like from what I know, that seems like
Yeah.
what's the term in English, like a dead man space? Like it's like there's an audience from what we understand that does long form. I love long form. I could watch 2-hour videos, 3-hour videos. I get into it, you know, if they're going into it. Like Carlos speaking here, when he spoke, we could listen to his story
For an hour.
for hours.
Yeah. No, he's a
And then
great
the short
storyteller.
form, to where like the Instagram, TikTok, to where people are getting that dopamine hit.
You have a different mindset too.
This seems like, what makes you choose the 5-minute mark versus going super long or super short?
So, for example, this video is 13 videos, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
This is 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, what made you decide on that? Knowing that what you know about long form and how short form.
Yeah. Well, so the personal brand with Carlos was basically like, we wanted to do this. That was like the project. Let's build a personal brand in Google, Instagram, TikTok.
But you have a account in YouTube, right?
Uh-huh.
The question is, why you don't have account on TikTok?
Because we are working in so many projects right now, and I'm helping so many projects that, like, I want to do it, like for real, you can ask Carlos. Every single week I'm like, bro, I'm film FOMO, like I'm missing out, because I do want to do these videos, but I know that if I start doing these videos myself, I'm not gonna put as much work in YouTube. So that's why, because I want to focus in YouTube as much as I can.
Ask here, like for some accountability, because we've done like maybe 4 of this YouTube, and I haven't gotten started yet because there's other things. I've taken a course, my final semester, my master's degree.
Oh, nice,
Yeah,
congrats.
I took it after I saw my business, and I was like, well.
You have to give the
Doing this
classes.
For my son and everything, and so there's other things, but it's no excuse because I work like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
To me, this is I could have done it, but
You can do
so
it.
I need accountability to like, hey, the next time you come Saturday, have this your time.
100%. Actually, let's do this. Everybody who wants to do it. I know, my friend, that you also wanted to start a brand, right? You like your personal branding and stuff. So every brand that we're gonna come here, we have an idea, okay? So I just mentioned you. The first part is research, then write. So by next Saturday, you guys have to have the research done. That's it. Just come here with 5 accounts that are doing something similar to what you want to do, and how you can make it different, and your avatar, who you're gonna talk about. So next week, we're gonna do that, okay? Like, we're gonna get the research. Sorry, my bad typo. Research, which is your avatar. This is who. And other people doing content similar. For example, if you want to talk about I don't know, you want to talk about finances, you might find people that does finances for adults, for people in the 40s, 50s, and you're gonna find people that talks about finances for teenagers and people in their 20s. Like I follow a lot of people like, if you're an entrepreneur and stuff like that, how should you manage your money? Like I follow people like that and they talk to young people. And I see other people that talk about finances and they talk to people in the 40s, you know? And you see like the examples are different. Why? Because the first one said you have to save 30% of everything you make. So the 50% is for your studies, for your car, for your food, for living. Those are the examples. And then the other people say you have to save the same amount of money, but because you have to save money for your kids' school, you have to pay money for your house and stuff like that, you know? So that's what I mean. You can find people that are doing like almost the same thing as you're doing it, but for another avatar, for another people. And it's very valid to get validation that this is working, that this type of content is doing well. So, you know, this is the first step, the research. Then is writing. It's not that easy as it is.
Writing
Right.
before the thumbnail,
No, well, I mean,
or is that just?
this is personal brand if you want to do something like this. But because that's what you were asking me, right? Or if we're talking about YouTube, instead of writing, it will be, if you're talking about YouTube, it will be ideation. You have to put the ideas together. So put the title and thumbnail together.
The title of what?
Thumbnail.
What is it?
Ideation. That's how you write ideation? I'm not sure. Yeah, right.
It looks right.
Okay, so titles, and thumbnails. So titles and thumbnails. So this will be for the second week, basically. Titles and thumbnails. This is the ideation, and do four videos, ideas, and thumbnails. After you do the research, writing, ideation, it will come the writing. I believe me, YouTube is the hardest thing that you can ever do in your life, but it's the best thing at the end of the day.
What's the difference between that first writing and the second writing?
Because this is if you want to go for a round of short content. If you want to do short content, you don't have to do the ideation, the titles, and the thumbnails, which is the hardest thing in YouTube, to get a click. Like in short content, you don't need to get a click. You just need people to stay. So that's why the game is completely different. YouTube, you have to get them to click first of all.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That's the most important. Is for
Yeah. Yeah, like in YouTube, you're here, and you have to compete for people to click between, not to Moises, but between Moises and Alex Hormozi. Who are they gonna click first? Alex Hormozi, 100%. So it's really complicated. Instead here, you're watching a video, and it's just the next one. You have to get them to stay. So that's why short content is easier than YouTube.
But
If you want fast results, this is more recommended.
what, you can drive people from other places. Like,
In
so
YouTube.
This is ideation, right?
Mm-hmm.
When people come to YouTube, they have to have a knowledge. They're looking for something. They're not really coming to YouTube because they're just Googling, and they just like YouTubing. They have a question. Hey, how can I be more productive in my day?
Mm-hmm.
And then they go to YouTube and they start finding who are the 5 most productive people. Or actually, the way when I go to YouTube, the first thing I see is that which one is the newest in age, the latest the latest video, and then which one has the most
Views.
views. And then I press on that, because that's, for me, trust. That means this person has been in the industry for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I press on that, and then I start studying whatever they teach.
Okay, but that's when you are searching for videos, right?
That's when I am.
Okay.
searching, yes.
In YouTube, actually, that happens a lot. Like me too. Like when I have a question. But most of the times in YouTube, people don't find you because they ask a question. They find you because they saw you in the homepage or in the recommendation. Like you come here,
And what's funny is that we don't want people that are like us.
you got it. You completely got it. That's right. Because
Because imagine if we were looking for people like us, our videos would never be found.
exactly.
If everybody acted like you, or like me, that we go to, is like, you know what I mean?
You mean like as far as what they're looking for?
Like, if we're just starting, like, so you source people by their views and like their credibility. But if you're just starting, you have zero credibility. And so people, if you and me like saw our own videos, we would pass it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So how do you bring people to that page? To that
I think it's just
yeah.
what everything Moises teaches.
Mm-hmm. In YouTube, you have to get people from this page. You have to get people from that page to you.
Because even Alex Hormozi, he hired a guy to do it. Like, even him, as smart as he is, he didn't
Yeah,
do it.
nobody does it because, okay, yes, search helps, but most of the views in YouTube happens here
Okay.
in the recommendation. So you're watching a video and then you're gonna watch another one. That's how most of the videos happens. How most of the views.
But the algorithm now gives us a chance. No, it's like TikTok.
Yes, they show you here. The problem is that they might show you here.
So you might come after Alex Hormozi. They give that opportunity.
That's the possible. So what I saw, like, okay, so if you want to actually build an audience for yourself, if you wanna
Whose
build,
page is that?
excuse me. So if you wanna build,
The YouTube.
Whose is that? Yours?
I mean, this is where I used to post, but I don't consume a lot of content in this YouTube. I just post in this YouTube. Why?
I interrupted.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay.
okay, so if you wanna bring people,
Mm-hmm.
you're not famous. You have a new channel.
Yes.
Channel. You're just building a video, and then you're trying to bring people.
Mm-hmm.
I know for a fact that YouTube is everywhere. Whenever you press somewhere on pages, in communities, everywhere, you press, they have like a YouTube link where you can, not really a link, it's in the YouTube. You press on it, it takes you to the video your YouTube channel. So, like for example, school. When you go to school, everybody have a video in the front. And a lot of those videos, when you press on it, takes you to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, these guys have communities in school,
Yes.
okay? And then they're building their audience over there, and the audience is going from there to the YouTube channel and subscribing or liking and following those. Maybe that, like building an audience and then bring it. So the main lookout for us is not YouTube. Like we're not building, as far as like beginners, people like me, for example, are starting. They want to start just a YouTube channel. They just put their videos over there, and then they go build a community. For them, is community and audience is the first thing, right? Or there is a way for us to bring audience to YouTube, because YouTube is just difficult to get people.
Yes, it's difficult. It's harder. But here's the thing: if you bring your own people to YouTube at the beginning, then YouTube is not gonna know when you post a new video where to show, to who to show your video. Because in YouTube it basically works like this: like you create your video, this is your video. It will be shown like in buckets. So the first bucket is gonna be 1 to 1,000 people. Probably 1,000 people saw you, 100 click. And then 10 of them watch the whole video. If you perform well in this bucket, they're gonna show you to a bigger bucket, to like 10K people, with the similar interest of this. And they do this by like a lot. So they show you to a bucket of interest with people that like flowers and that like eggs. And then they show you to a bigger audience that like the same thing. But they do it at the same time with other buckets and with other buckets and with other buckets. So in order for you to know, for a video to go viral, basically, have to be approved in this bucket, and in all of the buckets, so you get visibility. When you get new people to YouTube, this doesn't work. So then, the next time that you're gonna post a video, YouTube is gonna be like, okay, you post a video and you brought people, thank you, but who should I show your video to? And that's what happens. So you can bring people, yes. These big creators, they can bring their people from their community to their videos because they already have a huge audience, and that's not gonna affect. But for them, they bring people, it's not gonna affect the algorithm. But for us, if we have 10 views and 5 of them it's your family, then who's YouTube gonna show the next people? So that's gonna be the problem. Yes, sir. Thanks Tom for sponsoring the board.
It reflects the projector actually really good.
Actually, yeah.
That's pretty correct.
Put it, flip it, let's see what it does with the whole, I mean, pull it in a little bit, let's see how it looks on the board. I mean, like,
The projector, yeah.
Can we make it bigger though, like taller?
No,
that's a
I mean,
different, that's a different screen.
Uh huh.
That's really good.
This looks pretty cool, yeah. It's fire. And it helps to explain the idea.
Bigger one.
Yeah,
Well, what I think, you get the one that like goes up.
that would be cool.
Alexa.
That would be fire to get one like that.
Can you just draw on the screen?
No.
On that one, no. No, no,
Like,
no.
There's no place to.
No, that one will not. Like you mean the original one, right?
Yeah.
No, we can't write on that one. But yeah, man, I like your idea. Let's do that.
More
I like your idea of accountability.
Yeah, too many.
I like that. Let's do it. I like.
I asked them for accountability because we've been doing this for months and I haven't started.
I think it's good. I think we have a YouTube. We have a YouTube. I think we have a YouTube Discord.
Are you in the YouTube?
We have our Discord and then.
Oh, we just started a Discord.
Oh, but I don't know how to get there.
I'm not even there yet, but we're gonna be
I
there.
did the Telegram and this guy gave it to me because I saw some weird,
Somebody posted something.
yeah, some weird stuff.
So let me. You have my number? If you want to send me a message now, and I'll send you a link to the Discord.
There you go.
Yeah, we have a YouTube one. 305 965 5857.
But yeah, so this way we're gonna do the research of whatever topic we want to talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah, any other question? Did it help a little bit?
I didn't understand the part with the writing. Like, how writing is what are you writing?
Where are you writing? So, okay, so if you're gonna create content. So the question, regardless, I have wasn't here before. So he asked, how do you start a personal brand? Like, what are the steps? So I told him that the first step is know what you want to talk about, specific topic. And after that, you have to do research, which is about your avatar, who you're gonna talk about, and then other creators are doing similar stuff.
Want to show the umbrella? I don't know if you remember the umbrella center.
Yes, I can show my umbrella. And then I'll explain you like the writing part, like what are you gonna write about. So here we are.
I'll tell you my opinion. I think writing, especially long form writing, is a power skill for business owners. Even if you're not gonna like create content, just to be able to write out your thoughts and your ideas. Write out your thoughts and ideas in a format that now allows you to manipulate them and shape them better. Because to shape them and manipulate them and get them to do something more, you need to,
So I start this.
of course,
What
I'm
about-
just gonna quit.
Also, what is that?
Like about like motivation.
I'm gonna go there in 1 second.
And then
Yeah, no, that's good. I would say writing, that's great, but I would write, that's AI.
yes,
Yeah, that's AI.
it's all it's
No, I see it now, that's AI. So like, first of all, if you're gonna use AI, there's nothing wrong with it, but there's a lot of twists you can put on that you learn in long form writing that will make it not look like AI.
That's exactly what I
It's
mean.
actually not. It's
That's what I
actually
mean.
not. AI in that sense becomes, like writers pre-AI have always written. but they
Need to go to the
still-
bathroom, guys. 1 second.
I'll jump up.
Yeah.
So like writers have always.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Writers have always written pre-AI, but they had proofreaders, they had editors, you know what I mean? There was a lot of, so AI now is really powerful. Yeah, it can write, but it's really powerful to act as your editor. You could have a whole writing team kind of, and a research buddy, and somebody to bounce ideas off of there with your AI. So I think using AI for your writing, just to get the writing team to write it, is not giving enough props to the fact that it was never the actual writer in that scenario. It's better leveraged in another way. But long form written content, I say it's a power skill because you get, even if you're not a content creator, because it allows you to get your thoughts out. First of all, a lot of the times if you're writing out an idea, you might find yourself 4 lines in and say, yeah, that's a horrible idea. Yeah, it sounded good in my head, but now that I wrote this out and needed to kind of defend it with action in writing, I realized it's a bad idea. And in other ones, you get it out there, and now the brain power you need to put into manipulating this and shaping it into a better idea,
Nobody can hear you.
okay, it now releases you, it releases you to be able to do that. Here you go. I don't know if you, no, I don't know if you turned it off, but I'll talk next to the mic. It releases you now to be able to manipulate it. If you've ever written something, they tell me, listen, before you send that email, why don't you write it, go to sleep, and revisit it in the morning. And you'll go in there and you'll change it a lot. Or, I don't know if you've heard the expression, I would have written you a shorter email if I had more time. Because in a short period of time, you write this big blob of everything. You have an idea, it's this big blob. But the more time you have, the more refined you can make it, and the shorter it can be. And the less complicated and shorter it can be, the more actionable it can be. So I find writing to be a massive power skill when it comes to business owners or in whatever your business is. In the world of YouTube, and I'll shut up in a second so I don't steal Moises' thunder.
Come on,
But
it's okay.
in the world of content creation or YouTube, script writing is long form. I mean, that script writing is like everything.
Yep.
You're not going to find in the edutainment space. Entertaining, yes. How to reprogram your Honeywell thermostat, yes. But in the edutainment space, like I have something to teach. I want to do it in an intelligent way that gives you a hook and rehooks you amongst all these points. You don't memorize that. You need to look into the camera, make eye contact, and that you want a screen to read, or at least prompt you into what you're going to read. That writing out and that skill, that's basically long form, right? So every great YouTuber that I know that makes money as a business off of this, they script write. Otherwise, you'd be like, And imagine if you could kind of wing it. First of all, it would take 1,000,000 times longer to record your actual content. You're talking about a bigger video file, which is more cumbersome to pass between your editors and you. It's more time that it takes for them to edit, which costs you more money. It just, the entire process becomes a total, like, excuse my language, like a clusterfuck. Whereas if you, it's a testament to this, you do your research, you do your pattern banking, you do look for outliers, you write. God, this is a painful process. Recording, that's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's quick. Like, we're done, research is done, like, no, we're talking, that's a 10-minute process. As a matter of fact, we'll do 4 recordings in a day. Could do more. That's simple. if you do the writing. If you don't do the writing, we have to,
Yeah.
we're gonna suffer.
100%. No, yeah,
I'll
completely. No, thank you, because
You
that,
wanna show your umbrella?
yes, because that's completely true. Oh, also, like, problems with the mic, it's not working.
That's not what they're saying. It works, but give the mic cue here. Hold the mic cue just in case. Or you don't have to hold it. I'll just set it here, and as long as you're near, it'll catch it.
So
There you go.
this is, I explained to you, so this is what I did. You know, I talked to ChatGPT, I told ChatGPT, I want you to remind me and create 3 posts a day, one at 9 a.m., one at 1 p.m., and one at 6 p.m. Write it, put hashtags, and do those graphs.
Well, first of all, there's not a platform out there that hashtags actually helps anymore. Not Instagram, not TikTok, not anything. Hashtags don't do anything for you anymore. All of them are indexing on Google.
Not even X?
No,
Not even X.
not to get discovered. Hashtags, you still use them. I think they're cool. It could help you if somebody is searching for a specific hashtag so you get surface for it, but not for discovery anymore. Like that's done. The other part, I would encourage you to. I guess I gotta be near a mic over here, but I would encourage you to, in that writing, instead kind of think about like, one easy example I like to give that anyone could do is leveraging celebrities, athletes, famous people, or wild events, a topic that might be trending like hard right now. And instead of saying create 3 posts about X,
No, so I researched my avatar. So here's the thing. I had a problem in the beginning. When I started years ago, 6 years ago, when I started with Amazon, I used to work 3 jobs, but not being able to pay the bills and not finding the time to do anything else. And at that time, I was struggling until I was Googling about books that would help me be more productive and find time and make money the same. And I landed on one of the authors, and I read that he had 3 books. I read those 3 books like my name, you know. I spent 2 years just reading these 3 books, like really reading them over and over and over, until I actually built my schedule according to the books, and I followed the guy on school, and then and it turned out he was, I don't know if you read Man Up. Man Up, he was coached by that author, and then so now I'm trying to do the same, but I'm doing it because for e-commerce. So like e-commerce sellers, 7-figure sellers who are struggling because we have this reality of work as much as possible, work as hard as possible.
right, no, I saw the quotes that you had there. What I was saying is you could still use, get out of hustle mode mindset, work smart. You could still talk about that, but what hits harder? Saying that or saying something about how hard and how focused Michael Phelps needed to be, and grab a snippet of that story and how he did this and how this actually applies to your business. Or getting, what's the one we recently did on the personal branding one was Usain Bolt says he trained for I don't know how many years for X amount of seconds.
For 30 seconds.
A boxer trains for X amount of time for this, but it was done smartly. It was done with a coach that might leverage anything you're trying to do on the coach's side. Well, this guy's suggesting I get a coach, I should look for a coach. Who coaches me? So like, you gotta hook people into wanting to do it. Otherwise, what you're looking at is it might as well say a journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step, Confucius. It's like, okay, you're spitting Canva quotes at me, like that doesn't really hook me. So I'm interrupting you, sorry, but like,
No.
were you gonna do the umbrella statement and show?
Yes, let me show you that. So for the first one, which is the research, this is what I mean. You have to develop an avatar, who you're gonna talk about. For example, I know that my avatar it's really helpful. Like Carlos and I have, like seeing how helpful it is to have a name for your person, to the guy that you're talking about.
So then like describe age, sex.
but it really is.
Yeah, it's not. It's not because you need to feel that you're talking to the camera, you're talking to a friend. Because that's how it actually is. People is talking to you at this distance. Who is talking to you at this distance? Only your loved ones.
Also, when you're creating content and you got this cool contact idea, you get lost in your own content of what you think's good. You're like, oh my God, this would help. And you're like, okay, I was like, is Michael interested in that?
Exactly.
When you give it a name, you're like, Michael's not
Does he like this?
talking about 401ks. Michael's trying to get his first side hustle going after college, let's say.
Mm-hmm. So once you develop your avatar, you know who you're going to talk about, you develop an umbrella. And an umbrella is basically your main topic, which in our case is start making money online. This-
You also want to create a statement that make it as clear as possible. It starts long, you want to get it short. I help men start making money online. And that doesn't mean that women don't watch the channel. Women can still watch that channel. But when you're speaking and you give examples of, and your wife might, it's good to talk to your wife about it. You don't want to say your wife or your husband or whatever, you know what I mean? It allows you to be very clear in your statement and who you're talking to.
Also, when you're talking, if you can use words that are more familiar, like bro, you know, like dude, you know, you can use this type of words that it might sound like but they actually help to do it because you develop a rapport basically with your audience, and that's what you're looking for.
So I have this thing that I say all the time, and I used to say before having kids, and I'm like, I'm dodging having kids like the Matrix. You know what I'm saying, right? And I was always saying, you say I'm dodging it like the Matrix. It just dawned on me, was it 2 weeks ago? No one in the office had any idea what I was talking about. And I was like, how do you not? The Matrix? Did you watch The Matrix?
Oh yeah.
No? Nobody in the younger office.
They know the Matrix has something else, not the movie.
Right, they don't know the movie. They don't know Neo. They don't know they didn't saw the dodging of the bullet. You know, they didn't see any of that. I'm like, oh my God. So can you imagine not knowing your avatar and for like 9 of your videos you keep talking about
Something.
dodging it like the Matrix? So knowing your age group matters.
Yes, it does matter.
You know, nothing.
100%. So as you have the topic, which in this case, start making money online, you have your umbrella, which is you can talk about anything you want, whatever, well, as long as it is inside your umbrella. You can talk about anything, as long as it is inside your umbrella. It's health. I'm talking about health. Okay, I'm talking specifically about nutrition. Okay, you can talk about anything related to nutrition.
Right, but if you're talking about nutrition, it's tying nutrition into how nutrition will help a man start making money online.
So like 1 or 2 things, like 3 is stretching it.
Right, but you want to make sure what you put ties into that statement at the top of that umbrella. Like your umbrella is that you help men start making money online.
Exactly.
And you say it's nutrition, you think nutrition's good, you think Michael's into nutrition, okay. How are you going to tie nutrition into helping men make money online?
Exactly.
And that's a hook because
Because no one's doing that. So when you put that together like that, you have something
That
unique.
makes sense.
So what would be a good one for that? Alpha Brain. There's a nootropic out there called Alpha Brain that Joe Rogan backs, and apparently this gives you more effectiveness and efficiency when you're working.
Mm-hmm.
So next thing you know, oh wow, there's some nootropics out there that actually let you do more in less time. That would help you make more money. So,
Exactly.
and it says alpha. Alpha's a guy, so it all starts tying in. Sorry, I gotta grab something.
Thank you, that makes sense. That's a pretty good example. Oh bro, come on, always welcome, thank you. That's a perfect example of how you can tie any topic to your umbrella. As long as it is inside your umbrella, because if you're outside of your umbrella, then you're gonna talk to nobody. And if you're talking to nobody, nobody's gonna listen to you. You have to talk to someone, and that person is gonna listen to you. And you're gonna realize that there are a lot of people like that. There's a lot of people that you're trying to reach, and they're looking for someone to guide them, and you can be that guy. So that's what we're looking for. That's the game we're playing here. And then you can offer him, you can help them with free content, and then you can help them with paid content, with paid things, with content that, in very good ways. You're gonna, and it's helping them for real. The problem with the courses and everybody say, oh, the business, it's the problem is when they don't help. It's when they sell you dreams, it's when they sell you stuff. See you later, brother. But if you are doing good stuff, it's a shame of you if you're not sharing that with as many people as you can. Because we're here to do great things. So that's what we are. And I went a little bit off topic. But yeah, this is basically like the umbrella, and this is how you start creating. So that's what I mean by the research. And then when I mean about all other creators, it's literally analyzing them as if you are a scientist. So I go and I analyze each of the YouTube videos, and with some of them I go even crazier and I see what's the hook and what type of hook are they doing. So I want to tell you something very clear. That's a statement, visual hook, and then like that. Is it a curiosity question? Is there a relatable thing? You know, so I analyze that and I see, okay, what's working. I see that, okay, this is an avatar similar to mine, and he uses a lot of statements. So I'm gonna try to incorporate some statement hooks into my videos. All of this is important before you start writing or ideating. Once you know who's your avatar and once you see other creators working, it's when you're gonna start ideating your videos, if you're YouTube, either what you want to do, or writing. And that's why writing goes after research. There's some did I answer your question?
After understanding the avatar, you start writing, and then that's when you talk more about your audience and how they.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the process. So, man, I really like your idea. Let's do that. Let's try to do that. Research this week, little or a lot.
My thing is that I want to simplify things. So I would write, but same time I want to systemize it. I want to build a system where I build a schedule where like, okay, 30 minutes I write a day, or like I have 2 hours to do all of that every day. Okay. 7 days a week, 2 hours delegated toward this, and I want to like know what kind of structure in those 2 hours I can put in to be able to do that. Where I can, which programs or AI stuff that I would need to incorporate or learn, which structures or which camera I want to get, all these kind of small details in which you are kind of not just going, okay, I want this. Okay, we're starting with avatar, for example. How do we find the avatar? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These steps you need to take to be able to find the avatar, and then this is practiced on a daily basis to be able to help you work on the content for the avatar and understand who you're talking to, for example. Then same thing with others. That's my question.
Okay. Okay, so the question is, you want to systematize the process, organize it, right? Organize it. That's the question?
Yes.
Yeah. So my son, he took basketball, and you're a basketball coach teaching the kids how to do a certain maneuver, right? And then so there's a balance that needs to be found, is how much time is the coach going to spend explaining them how to do the remover. You have to put your foot here, but no, 2 inches here, exactly, here, and then you go like this, and then spend the next week explaining it, versus you explain it and say, now do it, and then you learn from the doing, and then you make a correction. And that's the balance of over-planning. Over-planning that then becomes...
Yeah, exactly. Or systematizing something at the wrong moment.
It never ends. Yeah.
It never ends. It never ends. From my experience, I can tell you, I found that the first thing I do in the morning after going to the gym and mass is writing. I go right there to write the videos, any video that I'm working right now, and that helped me to that's like the system that I have. The first thing is 1 hour just writing. But at the beginning, I don't know, because somebody might write better at night, So I will be I'll just do the work for now. And then, once I'm doing the work, I will take care of, okay, how can I systematize it better? How can I make a spreadsheet, or how can I use Notion to track the process of my videos? But first, yeah, exactly, it's learning, doing. We don't need to know this yet. You just need to know this part.
Because even Alex Ramosi, if you go to their first videos, they're no good, and he's rich. Like, he has all the money, all the resources.
What do you mean it's videos?
No, if you go to his very first.
Yes.
You go to his very first videos, he has the viewers very limited.
Oh.
Yeah. And we have a question here. We're gonna answer it in a few seconds. But yeah, that's right. Like,
And so everything takes practice. But what you are talking about is so common among many people. And I think
yeah.
I struggle with it a little too.
Like the first videos, look at these thumbnails. You know, like look at this. Why?
That's his first video.
And that's how you start.
He's already $40 million.
He was already rich at the point, exactly. He was already rich.
And it only has views because people go back to it.
Mm-hmm. But they probably didn't even have nothing. So yeah, that's right. We have a question here, and the question is, where in the script should you place target keywords so YouTube shows the video to the right audience? In the first hook, or in all three hooks of the video? So, a video. Bye bye. Thanks for staying, bro. We keep talking, okay?
Yeah.
See you later. You coming next week?
I will see.
Awesome. Awesome.
I
Well, let's start working on this. And if anything, text me,
Yeah.
talk to us.
I will definitely work.
100%. See you later, man. 100%.
See you.
See you. So, where in the script should you place target keywords? So, when I'm writing a video, I don't think about the keywords because it's automatically. Like, you're talking about a topic. Just make sure you're talking about your topic very clearly. Like, if you're gonna talk about finances, make sure that you use the words. But YouTube, as soon as you put your video on YouTube, they already know every single word that you're saying in the video. They have your script right there. So you don't need to analyze that. They know what's the topic gonna be about. So, of course, this is what are the keywords for the SEO, so the algorithm knows where to put your video. Here, the most important thing is, it's not the SEO, and I think we talked about this a few weeks ago. We are not here trying to please the algorithm. We're here trying to please people. And by pleasing people, the algorithm is gonna reward us. What YouTube wants, and this goes to what YouTube wants. YouTube wants people to stay watching videos, to stay in the platform. So if someone clicks your video and they watch the whole video, they're 100% gonna recommend your video to more people. So that's it. And then they're gonna recommend your video to someone similar to that person that already watched your video completely. So that's how it works. Like, more than thinking about SEO over there, because again, you can try to put your videos into the search. So you are competing with people in search, but that takes years to be number one in one question. Like how to change X. It's gonna be really hard to be the number one. Whereas that's not how you want your video to be discovered. You want your video to be discovered in related videos on the homepage. And to do that, what you have to do is get the click. So, most important than thinking in what keywords put in your video, I will be thinking more about how can I get the clicks. So I will be thinking in how can I make good thumbnails and how can I make good titles. That's the most important thing. So as long as you have good thumbnails, good titles, and then a good video inside, then don't give beep about keywords. Pay attention to the quality of your video, your thumbnail, and your title. That's the most important thing. Well, I hope that answered the question. If there's any other question, you can guys ask it. Thank you, Prohal. Thank you. You were here in the first meeting. But yeah, so we can get into the topic of today. I'm gonna try to make it not long, but I like it. It's pretty interesting and it's very related to what we were just talking about. I have some notes here. So again, like writing, we're gonna talk about today about how to turn one idea into 10 videos ideas. How to get one idea and squeeze as much as you can from that lemon. To do that, I want to first explain the importance of that. So, in business and in life, a lot of times we find ourselves working really hard into one idea. Like, I want to make the best tire shop in Miami. So I work. And then I have my tire shop. And then I say, okay, I want to start another business. So you start from zero. And now the momentum that you created working in your tire shop, you have to start from zero. Create another business because you are ambitious, right? You want to do more. So that's a hard process. Because when you start creating like your first business, let's say tire shop, and then you want to start another business which is, I don't know, a shoe store. That's another different brand, that's another different thing, that's called something completely different. So all the momentum that you just creating your first business, you're gonna start from zero, creating the next business. And if the first one was failed, even more. But what if you start a tire shop and then you say, well, now I'm gonna start a, I don't know, radiator shop. And then I start a motor shop. You know, like the momentum, you take advantage of the momentum and you create something similar to what were you doing in the first place. So that way then you don't have to start from zero to the next idea. It's like a flywheel. You don't want to lose momentum. It's like when a car is starting, you have to hit the accelerator and then it goes fast, you know, but like at the beginning it's hard. So for content creation, it happens almost the same. If you have one idea, you have one video, you say, okay, you're a motivational speaker, and the first video is gonna be about the importance of a night routine. You create your video, so you write it, you shoot them, and you post it, you edit it, you post it. And then you have to start from zero with another idea. Maybe this idea this time is the importance of eating well. So this is a different, completely topic that you start from zero. What could be way better, and a lot of creators find themselves trapped in this. And when you're gonna start your personal brand on your brand or your content creation for your brand, this happens a lot. When you start, you have 20 ideas. And you do the 20 ideas and it takes you 2 months. But after those ideas, you stop doing it because it's really hard to find new ideas. What we want to talk about today is the system that has helped a lot of creators and also has helped us to create more content without getting tired of that. And it's by applying what we call the 4A framework. What we call the 4A framework. And what it does is that with this system you can turn one idea and then talk about it in many different ways. So, as the beginning, as I mentioned you, instead of trying to start the car again from zero, find ideas that are similar, so when you start the car, you don't have to stop again and get traction. Stop again and get traction. You want to use that traction that you already created. And you do it by this formula, super simple. You find a topic. Let's say, for example, I don't know, what's one topic that you guys would like to talk about? Sports, there you go. So let's say that we have a channel about sports. Let's go more specific. Let's talk about what is sport. Tell me what is sport.
Baseball.
Baseball.
Oh.
Let's say soccer.
Baseball.
Okay, let's say soccer. You want to talk about soccer. That's your topic. That's your topic. And you have one idea. This idea, it's gonna be, I want to talk about penalties, how to shoot a penalty, right? So the first idea that I have is how to shoot a penalty, right? I'm gonna write it. Penalty.
Oh man.
How to shoot a penalty. So now we're gonna grab this idea and this is super actionable, guys, that you're gonna be able to use right now.
I see it already.
You grab one idea, and the 4 A's is because you have 4 ways to talk about the same thing. You come here, and the first way that you're gonna talk about it is actionable. So then it's literally how to do it. So you're gonna make a video about how. Then you have another one, analytical. And with analytical, it gets a little bit more. You can explain a little bit more. Here are like the logic on it. What's the logic? Sorry, my nerves up. And then aspirational. And then 4, anthropological.
What is that? I mean, I could look it up.
So anthropological is why, like the reason why. So when you look like at the anthropology of the words, like where the meaning of the Latin word that then comes to this. So anthropological, it's why. And it might sound a little bit complicated now, but it's gonna get easier. Inspirational, it's yes, you can, it's motivating people. Sorry. So when you have an idea about one only topic, then you already have 4 videos to talk about that topic in Alpha, for example, how to throw a penalty. So here's literally how to do it. You have to throw the ball, and you have to, from the ball, you have to hit in this part with this part of your foot, and that way you're gonna try to do it. Here are the different ways that you can do it. Analytical. Here you keep it simple. You watch just about how. Analytical. Here's the best way to do it because the science and the sport players say so. And then you make a video, a whole video explaining how Messi, Lionel Messi, that has 100,000 studies in how he throw the ball, because literally you can search it up in YouTube. You can find differently like the reason why his penalties are so good and he's throw the ball. Like there's reasons, you can find the logic to this. So you're gonna be more analytical about this. And then you're gonna be aspirational. Hey, I know that Messi is the best player and it's inspiration. What if I tell you that you can also do it? And here's how you can do it. And then you tell him, if you wanna know more, go watch my next video. And then anthropological. Why you should throw penalties? Why you should learn to throw penalties? Well, it's the most important part of the game. You can win a whole game just by doing this one thing. So blah 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 blah. So use one topic. You got 4 different ways to talk about it.
No, you got minimum 4.
Minimum 4.
Because there's different actions about how to shoot a penalty. You've seen the trick ones that, hey, if you're legally, bam, and how many of those are there?
Exactly.
And then you do that. Wow, that's like 64.
100%. That's exactly. You get it completely. You completely get it. The point. This is magic. This is gold. It's pure gold. Because by this is the secret to become. You have to be known by something. People have to know. Hey, Miguel is the GOAT in this. Like Miguel is the one to go. You need to be known by something. So this is the way that you become a guru in whatever topic you're talking about. Because you're talking about one specific topic in so many different ways that people can't even understand how do you know so much about certain things. So this is how you become a guru. And then not only that, you have minimum, as you say, minimum four ideas. But then you have different approaches. And the approaches, I can write them out too, but you have 10 approaches. 10 ways basically, to talk about this. And these 10 ways, and this way we come again, like, here are the lessons. So you're gonna talk about how you improve in that, how you discover that, lessons learned. You have mistakes. What are the mistakes that you have made? What are the mistakes that Cristiano Ronaldo have made? What are the mistakes that why some players don't do the penalty right? Because they make these mistakes. And this is what Cristiano had to learn in order to become the best penalty thrower in the world. You know, so this is what I talk. It doesn't have to be about you. It's better or not. You can talk about you, about others. But there are then 10 ways to do it. Then quotes. And here you're referring to other people's knowledge to give it to people. This takes a lot of research as well. Then tools. What are some ways? What are some things that you can buy, things that you can do to improve? Trends. How are they doing the penalties nowadays? You know, like some people get here and then another here, and then this one jumps over the ball, and then this one throw the ball to confuse others, and they don't know who's going to be the one throwing the ball. You know, like what are they doing right now? The trends. And this is good to get quick views. Because if Lamine Yamal is super famous right now, you might want to talk about how Lamine Yamal is throwing penalties, or how Cristiano Ronaldo is throwing penalties. So this helps a lot. Then you have stats. You know that 90% of the football players that throw the ball right is because they do it this way, and I'm going to teach you in this video how to do it yours too. You know, that's an amazing hook.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true. I mean, it's just an example, but you're fine. 70% of the players that do a penalty, they do it in this way. Stick along because I'm going to teach you how to do it.
Right.
That's awesome, you know? Then examples. Examples. This is a way to do it, this is another way to do it, examples. And then embarrassing. It could be its moments, like the best moments, but the best way is when they are embarrassing moments. That's how you pronounce it, right? Embarrassing?
Embarrassing, yes. What do you mean embarrassing moment? What do you mean moment?
Like, for example, the time the Messi tried to throw a ball and he didn't do it. You know, like, those are embarrassing moments. This is what I have in the doc. Like,
So it's really embarrassing moments, because examples would be the opposite of that. Like examples how, and then the other one would be embarrassing
right,
moments.
right. That's right. So here's a way to grab just one idea and make it into 1,000 different ways. I say 10 winner videos, but here you have, actually, I'm missing one.
Missing two.
Right. How to, what else do I have here?
Missing two.
Yeah, right. See another one now. Oh, I don't have it.
8 ways.
8 ways, I guess. Oh, yes, I'm missing one very important. Reasons. Reasons. So reasons. Here are the reasons why you have to learn. Number 1, it can define who's gonna win. Number 2, your honor and glory is in that moment. Number 3, your team. Number 4, your mom is gonna be proud. You know, like your reasons. You know, and just by looking at this, you can have it right there. You can have an idea, and you can say, I'm gonna talk about this idea in an aspirational way, and I'm gonna give tools and quotes.
That's literally like 3 months of content.
Exactly. From one idea. And then you're being known by the guru in that idea. Even if you're not the best guy in the world knowing about this, by the end of you doing all this content, you're gonna be the guru. Because you're gonna be so much research, you're gonna be doing so much research, you're gonna be learning so much about this, you're gonna definitely learn.
You have a question?
Of course. What's the best way to connect all videos in a series? Should you tell viewers to stay until the end or use a video card when mentioning the next related topic? Yes, you're gonna go over that in 1 second. All right. So, how to connect your videos in a series? Well, you can create a playlist. That's easy. But what we like to do is at the end of the video, we always put like, watch the next video if you want to keep learning about it. But you have to do it in a way that you basically have to insert a hook at the end of your video. You have to say something like, and all of this won't even work if you don't know what are the 10 best ways to practicing for a penalty. So, so don't miss this video that I'm gonna be talking about. So throughout your video, you have to hook them to stay until the end. Of course, you tell them at the beginning, stay until the end because but every video says the same. You have to be careful using your hooks because they have to be original. And then at the end of the video say, well, everything that I teach you, that I just told you won't even work if you don't do this that I'm teaching in this video. So that way, people increase curiosity and they go click because they want to know what you're gonna talk in the next video.
So basically, it's a hook without an answer.
It's a hook without an answer, without that the answer is gonna be in the next video. And that way you get people from going from video A to video B to video C to video D.
Is that the framework that you discovered in that order? That makes sense?
Mm,
Or is it just depending on your writing?
it depends on your writing yourself. It depends on what makes more sense to send people after they watch your video. I'm asking the question over there, like, what's the best way to connect all videos in a series? And that's basically you can literally do a series. Like, I'm gonna teach you guys in 10 videos how to be the best penalty thrower in the world. But you can do it like that. But the best way is always to make references to other of your videos throughout your video. It could be at the end of the video, or it could be in the middle of the video. You can say, this exactly technique, we taught it in another video. Check it out in the description.
So really, the way to think about it is not like a viewer sees separate videos, but it's just one long video that you're just chopping up into pieces.
Maybe.
Because you could, in theory, just do one long video and just keep going.
Yeah, you can do a movie, 1 hour, and then cut it.
Yeah, but then you could just chop it up into 5-10 minutes, whatever. Because the hooks would stay natural that way.
Mm-hmm. The hooks will be
Versus-
natural.
Here's my next video, but it will seem more fluent.
Yes, it will feel more fluent, but you also don't have the certainty that they're gonna click your video. You don't have the certainty that they're gonna watch your video, but you want to make such a good hook, and you want to make it so natural, as you say, that they're gonna want to watch the next video. It's like, oh my God, I have to watch
Because you're introducing
a new concept.
a new problem, which is the title of that YouTube
Yes,
video.
exactly. And it's going to be a new problem. And if they don't know the problem or the answer, they're gonna feel the most horrible fear in the world.
So I know, so you have to
FOMO.
close that loop. That's what you're saying. You have
Yes.
to close that loop to make sure they get the answer they look for while they click.
Mhm.
But then you're opening up now another.
Yes.
page, and they're like, oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, you open a hook. I'm gonna teach you how to throw a good penalty by following the steps that Messi did. So you're gonna do it like that, and you're gonna show them how the steps that Messi did. You're gonna close the loop, but as soon as you close, or right before you do it, you open another loop.
Yeah, is it? But most goalies already know
This
that you
technique-
know that.
Exactly. So
And
here's
it's
how
in
to
the
trick
next
them.
video.
Mm-hmm. Exactly that. You got it completely. Man, you're meant to be a YouTuber.
No, that opened it up.
I'm happy that this helped.
Gotta go.
Of course. Well, that's it for today, guys. Well, actually, yes. Well, this is what I wanted to teach you. How most people is afraid of, I don't have a lot of ideas, or they have a lot of ideas, but then the ideas go away. And this is a way to never run out of ideas, because you can do a lot of content about one thing, and don't be scared of repeating things. How many times did your dad have to tell you to, or your mom had to tell you to make your bed every morning in order for you to make your bed? Thousands of times. If you have a good thing to share to people, don't be afraid to share it many times until they know.
Yeah. We mentioned Alex Hormozi's name a lot, but he talked about when he was doing his book offer, he sees people every day when he's walking that know him, that follow him. Hey, what's up, man? Like 4 people a day, he gets stopped.
Mm-hmm.
One guy said, hey, and then he always asks him, hey, do you know my book launch coming out? He advertised it a lot. What are you talking about? What? Like you don't know? And his point is, if you think
They know.
that you've done it, it's not enough.
That's
Like there's not enough that you could do because nobody's
100%.
nobody sees it.
100%.
Like you can't overdo it. That was his point. Like you can't overdo it.
You can't. I like that. I'm gonna steal that example actually, that story, because it's true. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, we already talked about this in another video. So what? So what? Say that again. Do you think that people is gonna learn by only one time?
Or
How
do you
many-
think it's the same people?
What if it's not the same people? Exactly. Like today, I was explaining things that we talk in other meetings. I shouldn't have waited for the questions. I should have explained that, because not everybody's here for other classes, other meetings. I don't like to call it classes because we're talking. You know, like this is just a meeting. This is just us all trying to improve in something. But yeah, keep talking about what you want to talk, and don't be afraid of repeating. So following this formula, you will never run out of ideas. If you're just starting, you're gonna have thousands of ideas, and you can become the guru of whatever you want to become that you know that you have knowledge. So thank you very much, guys, for being here. I'll see you next week again. We keep in touch, okay? Thank you. Hey, pretty cool. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for coming.
No, thank you. This is good.
I'm glad.
This is one of the biggest. This is one of the biggest problems.
Yes. Yes, it's actually.
That too much time is wasted in